1 minute ago, just 1 minute ago, the invisible engine that powers the entire human civilization stopped. The banks, the ATMs, the credit cards, the digital numbers you see on your screen and call your savings, they are gone. Not stolen, not hacked, but erased by a systemic trigger that has been programmed into the global financial architecture for the last 20 years. Right now, as you are watching this video, millions of people are waking up to find that their digital wallets are empty. The system error messages are appearing on screens from Tokyo to New York, from London to Lagos. And while the world is about to descend into a panic that will make 2008 look like a minor glitch, a small group of people, the architects of the reset, are sitting in a silent room watching the clock. Because they knew this day was coming, they planned this day, and they have already prepared the replacement. I need you to stop what you're doing completely. Put down your phone. Do not try to log into your bank account. Do not call your broker. Just listen. Because what I'm about to tell you is the most important piece of information you will ever receive in your life. This is not a market crash. This is not inflation. This is the Great Reset. I have spent 30 years studying the hidden ledgers of the world. I have tracked the flow of gold from the deep vaults of the East to the secret reserves of the West. I have seen the documents that the IMF and the World Bank spent billions to keep secret. And today, I am going to reveal the truth. I am going to tell you exactly why your money vanished. I am going to tell you who actually owns the world's gold right now. I'm going to tell you about the new currency that is being launched in the shadows while the world screams in the streets. And most importantly, I am going to give you my prediction, hour by hour, day by day, on how to survive the next 30 days of the Great Reset. Stay with me. Do not blink. Do not leave this video, because the information in the next 20 minutes is the difference between losing everything and becoming part of the new elite. This begins now. Before I go deep into today's video, I want to share something personal that I've never shared before. From 250 lbs to slim in 60 days. No gym, no diet. Here's exactly how me and my wife did it. Me and my wife were obese. Blood sugar high, fat's dangerous. Family was ashamed of us. I never attended family functions. Mira was our enemy. We tried everything. Every diet, every gym, every pill, every top surgeon in London. Spent thousands of dollars. All failed, only money wasted. And one day, my wife's mother came from China, a wise woman from ancient Chinese tradition. She looked at us, shook her head, and said, "Try glucotonic, my guarantee." Ancient Chinese formula, 100% natural, no chemicals. Me and my wife took just one capsule daily. Week 2, lost 30 pounds. Week 4, blood sugar perfect. Week 6, energy like a 20-year-old. My wife beautiful again, family proud. Now I eat fatty food for 3 months and nothing comes back. No fat. I sent big thanks message and photos to my wife's mother. I shared our story publicly, everyone asking, please share with us. I already put the link in video description and first comment. Check now. Company gives full 90-day money back guarantee if it doesn't work. Try just 2 weeks. Share with anyone who has. Fat problem, high blood sugar, no energy without gym, want to look younger. Your turn. Click the link. Take the 90-day challenge. 0 risk. Transform your life today like me and my wife. Will you accept the challenge? Okay, now let's get back into the video. Now, you must understand the illusion of the number. For the last 50 years, the world has lived in a fantasy. We were told that the money in our bank accounts was real, but it wasn't. It was a promise, a digital entry in a database, a promise that the bank would give you paper if you asked for it. But the banks stopped having the paper a long time ago. They operated on fractional reserve. They lent out money they didn't have. They created trillions of dollars out of thin air. They built a tower of debt that reached the clouds. And 1 minute ago, the tower fell. The trigger was a secret agreement called the Basel III Endgame. For years, the global banks were told to increase their capital reserves, but they couldn't. They didn't have the assets. So the architects decided on a different solution. Instead of trying to save the old system, they decided to kill it. They triggered a global liquidity freeze. By shutting down the interbank lending systems for just 1 hour, they created a vacuum. In that vacuum, all digital debts were neutralized. All digital savings were frozen. Why would they do this? Why destroy the world's wealth? Because you cannot build a new empire on top of an old debt. To launch the new world currency, they first had to erase the old ledger. They had to make the world desperate. Because a desperate world will accept any solution, no matter how controlling it is. There are 5 reasons why this happened today. The first reason is the death of the dollar. The US dollar has been the world's reserve currency since 1944. But the dollar is now a ghost. It is backed by nothing but the faith of a divided nation. The East, China, Russia, the BRICS nations, they stopped believing. Once the faith is gone, the currency is just paper. The reset was the only way to prevent a chaotic, violent collapse. The second reason is the quantum shift. The rise of quantum computing has made all current banking encryption obsolete. A quantum computer can break any bank password in seconds. The old digital system was a house of cards. The architects had to move everyone to a quantum financial system before the hackers did. The third reason is the gold migration. For decades, the world's gold was hidden in the vaults of New York and London. But in secret, the gold has been moving. It has been flowing east. The East now holds the physical power. The reset is the moment the world is forced to admit that gold, not paper, is the only true money. The fourth reason is population control. When you control the money, you control the people. By erasing the old accounts, the new system can now implement programmable money. Money that can be turned off if you don't follow the rules. Money that expires if you don't spend it. This is the ultimate tool of the shadow government. The fifth reason, and this is the one that will terrify you, is the war trigger. A global financial collapse is the perfect cover for a military move. While the world is fighting over ATMs and breadlines, armies can move without being noticed. The reset is not just about money, it is the smokescreen for the final war. Now let us look at the response. In Washington, they are calling this a technical glitch. They are telling you to stay calm. They are telling you that your money is safe. They are lying. The people in power have already moved their wealth into the new gold standard. They are not panicking because they are the ones who flipped the switch. But there is a divide. Even among the elite, there are two camps. The first camp wants a controlled reset, a slow transition where the elites keep their power. The second camp wants a total purge, a complete wipe of all wealth, where everyone starts from zero and the new hierarchy is decided by who controls the resources. Right now, the total purge camp is winning, and this is where you come in. Most people will spend the next few days screaming at bank tellers. They will wait for the government to fix the system. They will wait for a rescue that is never coming. But a few people, the ones who listen to the patterns, will realize that the game has changed. The new currency is not a coin. It is not a bill. It is a digital asset backed by a basket of gold, rare earth minerals, and energy. And the transition is happening right now. I want you to listen very carefully to my prediction. In the next 24 hours, the panic peak will happen. You will see reports of total bank failures. The internet will flicker. Governments will declare emergency financial laws. They will tell you that for your protection, you cannot withdraw more than a tiny amount of money. In the next 72 hours, the new offer will arrive. The government will announce a recovery package. They will offer you a new digital account. They will tell you that your old money has been converted into the new currency. But here is the secret. The conversion rate will be a robbery. They will take 90% of your value in exchange for the security of the new system. Within the next 30 days, the analog era will return. People will go back to bartering. Gold, silver, and food will become the only things that matter. If you have a piece of gold, you will be a king. If you have a digital balance, you will be a slave. The Great Reset is not a theory. It is a mathematical certainty. I want to leave you with one final thought. Wealth is not a number in a bank. Wealth is the ability to survive when the numbers vanish. The world we knew, the world of credit, debt, and digital promises, is dead. It died 1 minute ago. We are now entering the age of the real, the age where power is measured by what you can hold in your hand. Do not be fooled by the news. Do not be fooled by the promises of the politicians. Look at the gold. Look at the land. Look at the resources. The architects think they have won. They think they have trapped the world in a digital cage. But history shows that every empire that tries to control everything eventually loses everything. The reset is their final gamble. And for those of us who see the pattern, it is our greatest opportunity. Watch the screens, watch the streets, and most of all, trust your intuition. The lights are going out on the old world. But for those who are prepared, the new world is just beginning. This is Professor Jiang. My prediction stands, and the Great Reset has just begun.